WrestleMania 40 just took place last night, and this is my reaction to the night one card. So starting off, you had Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the women's title. This was a great match to start off the card, in my opinion. They definitely made the right decision by having Rhea Ripley win. Overall, I'd give this matchup like a 6 out of 10. Then you move on down to the ladder match, the tag ladder match, which was probably one of the better matches on the card, to be honest. You had The Miz and R-Truth win the Raw Tag Team titles, and A-Town Down Under captured the SmackDown titles. Overall, it was just kind of your typical ladder matchup. There was a lot of good spots in there. I thought DIY would have won one set of titles, and The Miz and R-Truth would have won the other. But anyway, A-Town Down is going to be a good heel tag team for SmackDown. I'm glad that they have split these titles up. They need to do it. They should have done it ages ago, in my opinion. I like the fact that they brought them together for the Bloodline storyline, but after they lost them, they should have really just split them up, in my opinion. Overall, though, like I said, some good spots in there. JD, that flip off the top of the ladder through those two tables, that looks sore. I know wrestling's scripted and shit like that, but there's no way you can tell me that that does not hurt. But yeah, overall, I give this matchup an 8 out of 10. I have to say, I enjoyed this one. This was good. Before we move on to the next one, though, there was 72,000 people in that arena. The crowd was dead. The crowd was shit. There was no reaction really at all last night. Apart from the main event, there was some. But other than that, there was really none. The crowd was dead. Now, they did say it was really windy and cold, which, why then would you pick to go to Philadelphia at this time of the year if it's meant to be like that? But anyway, then you move on to, which was probably this was definitely one of the worst matchups on the card, to be honest. You had Rey Mysterio teaming up with Andrade to take on Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. I think that they should have had Dominic Mysterio get the pin over Rey Mysterio this year, and I definitely thought they would have done a heel turn with Carlito. However, the match was just kind of shit, to be honest. There were some good spots in it, like the double crossbody from Andrade and Rey Mysterio to the outside, but other than that, there wasn't really much else that I thought was really great about this matchup. And the ending, bringing out those two NFL players who play for Philadelphia, was shit, in my opinion. I just didn't see the need in that. I expected more from this matchup. Overall, I'd maybe give this one a 3 out of 10, to be honest. It definitely was one of the worst on the card. Then next up, you have got probably the most disappointing matchup on the card, in my opinion. Jimmy versus Jay Uso, brother versus brother. This matchup should have had a stipulation. Whether that was an I Quit match, I think would have been good for this one. An Extreme Rules match would have been good. Or one that I really think they missed the boat on was having Rikishi, their dad, as the special guest referee. I definitely feel like that was a no-brainer decision to have. Overall, though, the match itself, disappointing. Jey Uso had a cool entrance with Lil Wayne walking him down. Jimmy Uso, his ring attire looked like he was in a tech fleece. But yeah, overall, a lot of super kicks in this matchup. The right guy did win in Jey Uso, in my opinion. A lot of people in my live stream chat were saying they thought Jimmy should have won. But nah, I definitely think Jey Uso should have won. A lot of people were saying they should come together now after this, but I'm not too sure. I like to see Jey Uso win a singles title and have a bit of a run. I like Jey Uso, but yeah, this matchup was pretty boring, to be honest. Not boring, just disappointing. I'd give this one a 5 out of 10. Then next up on the card, again, this is competing for worst match of the night, is the six women's tag match. I think I said that right. Yeah, overall, this was kind of just a bit like a squash match, really. The team of Bianca Belair won. It was pretty predictable that was going to happen. A lot of these were kind of predictable tonight, to be honest. Again, similar to the Rey Mysterio matchup, 3 out of 10. Then next up, you've got the Intercontinental title matchup, which was between Gunther and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's entrance was class. I have to say, I really enjoyed that. Glad the WWE done something like that for him. It really built him up to be this underdog type feel. Overall, it was a great match. These two guys were going to have a good match. But I kind of wish Gunther had have won the title. A lot of people are saying, well, he's going to get a push for the main titles now. However, Drew McIntyre is more than likely going to win tonight. Cody Rhodes is more than likely going to win tonight. Gunther's not beating any of those guys anytime soon. So, what does he do? Like, is he gonna then challenge Sami Zayn again and lose? Do you know what I mean? It kind of like diminishes him a bit. I feel like they definitely should have had him hold the title until it was time for him to then step up and win the main event title. But overall, like I said, a great match. Sami Zayn, back-to-back WrestleManias, 2 feel-good moments for the guy. And then finally, the main event. I'm not going to lie, this was the only reason I watched WrestleMania. This is the reason I've kind of got back into wrestling, is to see, it was since The Rock's came back. I followed the Bloodline storyline since it started, to be honest. It's been good television. But yeah, since The Rock's came back, I've kind of been like die hard watching it again. The entrance for The Rock was sick. The crowd was dead, to be honest, for the entrances, for Cody Rhodes, for Seth Rollins. The Rock kind of got a bit of hype, but that was always going to happen. They were kind of booing Cody and Seth and cheering for The Rock. Then Roman Reigns' entrance was nothing like last year's, which was class. I think you'll get something like that this year again. But yeah, overall, this match started off very, very, very slow. And it was kind of weird because it was like The Rock, anytime the referee would do his job, The Rock would be like, do that again, you're fired. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the matchup. There were some big spots in there, like The Rock being rock bottom through the table. Did not expect that. I didn't think The Rock would take any bumps like that. The guy's 55 years of age, I believe. And I thought he looked good in there. A lot of people were complaining, but I thought he looked alright, to be honest. Then, this is one thing I didn't like, though. I thought that fucking belt that The Rock walked out with was so stupid. Like, kind of took away from Roman a bit. Yeah, that was shit. We don't need to see this belt, to be honest. Then you had Roman spearing The Rock. At this point, I thought they were going to lose. At this point, I thought that Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins were going to end up winning. However, the right result happened, which was The Rock and Roman Reigns winning to get Bloodline rules tonight. However, one thing, I think that they should have let Roman Reigns get the pin, to be honest. I get it's The Rock, but I definitely feel like Roman Reigns, if he's going to lose tonight, should have been the guy to get the pin on Cody Rhodes in there tonight. That's just my opinion. But overall, the build of this matchup, the match itself, 10 out of 10. Overall, I thought WrestleMania Night 1 was pretty good. Night 2 is tonight. I'm trying to remember who's on that one. The main event, obviously, is going to be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. I definitely see there being a lot of interference in this matchup. I definitely see Cena coming back, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock's going to get involved. I definitely feel like this is going to be a massive, massive matchup. But yeah, like I said, WrestleMania Night 1, success. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think of Night 1? And who do you think wins Night 2? And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. See you again in the next one.